Okay, good morning. Second day. I think we all did pretty well yesterday, don't you? Wasn't as hard as you thought. It's maybe it was harder than you thought. It's we're still trying to get it figured out on our end. We finally got the videos on there, but now we got to try to figure out how to find all of the responses you did and all that. So, um, it's going fine. Okay, so zebra or leopards. This is leopards. Leopards math second day. Yesterday, I don't anticipate having that long of math videos every day. It's just the first day I was trying to kind of get some stuff set up for you. And something I wish I would have gone over yesterday, but I'm pretty sure you guys are smart enough to figure out that when you type fractions on a keyboard, it doesn't come out nice and straight like that. It comes out, you have to use the dash. So for half, you would go 1/2. Did you guys figure that out? That is also a fraction. Or if it's 1 and 1/2, it's 1 and 1/2. It's best to put a space there just so that otherwise it's going to look like 11 halves, right? If you don't space that whole number apart. So 1 and 1/2. Okay? So I did the answers multiple choice yesterday. So I figure you could probably catch on, but sometimes you're going to have to input the answer. And if that's the case, a lot of days it's going to be like that. And if that's the case, then you need to write it like that, either with a slash and you would find that right above, I'm looking at my keyboard right now. The forward slash is right above, below the question mark. Way down at the bottom right hand side next to the period there is a slash. Okay, so when you write a fraction, use the slash, and if you write a mixed number, write the whole number, space, then start your fraction with the slash. Okay, all right, so just another baby step here we're adding today. We're going to do dividing a fraction by a mixed number. Okay, and you already know when you have a mixed number you got to do the backward C to make it an improper fraction. And again, the biggest part of dividing fractions is remembering to flip the divisor. That's really all you have to do. Then you can multiply it. It makes it very easy. But when we're doing these, the divisor is well, let me just start on this one. Okay, so 3/4, we can change it to, let me write in a different color so maybe you can see the differences that here between the problem and the work. Okay, 3/4 is the dividend. You can change this to multiply as long as you invert this. Now, if we were going to do the backward C on this, we would do 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So this would be 5. So technically we are thinking this should be 5/2, right? So we're really doing 3/4 divided by 5/2. So flip that upside down and we'll be multiplying it times 2/5. Do you see? Because up here, I don't know if you can see that very well. Up here, if we do the backward C on 2.5, we do 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5. So 2.5 equals 5/2. And that's what this would say. This would say, in fact, let me rewrite this. You might want to do this. Rewrite it right here. I'm not sure if you can see that pink. I'm worried that you're not able to see it. Okay, so rewrite the whole problem as a division problem first, right? 3/4 divided by, and do the backward C here, 5/2. Okay, 2.5, 2 times 2 is 4 plus 1 is 5/2. Okay, then write it again, 3/4 times 2/5. Flip these around, invert it. I don't have Callie to turn her upside down. You turn this one upside down, so then you can multiply it, and it's much easier. And we can cancel if we can. Both of these can be divided by 2, cross cancel. So 2 divided by 2 is 1, 4 divided by 2 is 2. Now we look at those numbers. 3 times 1 is 3. 2 times 5 is 10. Can we reduce that? Nope. So that's our answer, 3/10. Purple ones always seem to run out. Okay, hopefully that made sense. Or you could be doing a whole number divided by a mixed number. Same thing here. Remember, we're going to think, in fact, let's just do a whole think bubble here, because this side you have to think on both sides. You have to think that this is 80 over 1, right? And this is 6 times 3 is 18 plus 2. So we're really doing 80 over 1 divided by 20 thirds. 6 times 3 is 18 plus 2 is 20 thirds. Okay, so this is really what that problem looks like before we can multiply it. Okay, and invert it. So bring it down here. 80 over 1 stays the same. Remember, do not invert this side. Only invert the right one, and the right one to invert is the right one. Only flip the right one, and the right one is the right one on the right side, right? Yes. Okay, so 80 over 1 times, flip this upside down, 3/20ths. And you thought that was going to be a big problem, but look, now we can cancel, cross cancel, and it makes it real short. We can divide both of these by 20s, right? 20 divided by 20 is 1. 80 divided by 20 is, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. It's 4, right? There's 4 20s and 80, which makes this really easy. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 1 is 1, which equals 12. That means there are 12 6 2/3 inside of 80. So the answer on that one would be 12. Do you see? Okay, that was fast. Move on over to our paper now.